There once was a tinker who had 3 sons. Freddie was a good boy, and Teddy was a good boy. But Nathaniel, the youngest, he was definitely not a good boy. Nate, why did you toss that cake on the floor?
Well, you said it was a marble cake, and I want to see if there was any marbles in it.
Nate, why did you toss the cat through the window?
Well, I just want to give him a little pain in the neck.
The years went by, as they have a habit of doing, and the sons grew older and wiser. All except Nate, that is. He grew older. Who burned down the house?
I lit a fire in the fireplace.
But we don't have a fireplace. Remember my words, Nate. Someday you will hang for all this. There are many stereotypes for the youngest of a family. I should know, I'm the youngest of 4. But in this story, from the book Fractured Fairy Tales by A.J. Jacobs, we'll see many of those stereotypes flipped on their ear. Instead of a perfect little angel younger brother who, in the eyes of their parents at least, can do no wrong, we get a less than intelligent young boy who just cannot seem to catch a break in The Enchanted Gnat. Now you might think that a tinker's lot is a poor one. Far from it. Every day, the tinker would leave his sons and go find something to tinker with. And then he'd tinker for 8 hours with an hour's break for lunch. After years of this, he had become independently destitute. But one Christmas, he could afford to buy his sons a jukebox.
Dad, it's a jukebox!
Don't open the jukebox. It's not that kind of box. Too late. Nathaniel not only opened the jukebox, he bashed it against the wall. And there, standing amidst the rubble, was a little old man with a beard. Is your name Juke? No, I'm a spirit who's been locked inside that music box for 100 centuries. Have you ever been forced to listen to 80,000 choruses of Freebird? The spirit explained that, being the spirit, he was qualified to grant each of the tinker's 3 sons one wish. The first son wished to be richer than anyone in the world. And poof, there at his feet lay all the precious stones in existence. The second son wished to be married to the sweetest, most beautiful girl in the world. And poof, he got a lovely young bride. But Nathaniel was a different story.
Look, you may have fooled those Bouncy twins over there, but not me. There's nothing to wish for. I just want to be me, Nate.
And poof, there was a puff of smoke. And Nate had gotten his wish. Sort of. He had become a gnat. This is terrible. I beseech you, return Nate to his former self. But the spirit was exhausted from all his wish granting. The best he could do, he told the tinker, was try again after a month's rest. But Nate wasn't about to wait around, so out the window he flew. Not very far from the tinker's house was an old hut that belonged to a witch, and Nate figured that the witch could change him back to his former self. But in the midst of his flight, he chanced to pass over an elderly lady who was having a picnic.
As long as I'm a gnat, I may as well have some fun.
And with that, he dived on the lady. He zoomed in, she swiped. She lost her balance and splat. She planted face first in a custard pie. Nate, who liked a good slapstick joke as well as the next guy, burst out into his witty little laugh, and then continued on his way, making a beeline, or rather, a gnat line, to the witch's hut. But when he got there, the witch was nowhere to be found. The reason was that the witch was out having a picnic. That's right, the elderly lady with the pie in her face, she was actually the witch. And when she came back, she was mad.
If I ever lay my hands on that gnat that spoiled my pick. Aha! There you are, you little pest.
Oh, spare me, Mrs. Witch. I'm not really a gnat, but Nathaniel, the son of the tinker, put under an evil spell.
Nathaniel, you're not that mean little boy who's the scourge of the neighborhood.
Yes, that's me.
Boy, if I had a son, I'd want him to be as nasty as you. Us witches are proud of your work.
And with that, the witch said she'd be proud to change Nate back to his former self. When the newly human Nathaniel returned to his father, he picked up where he left off. Nate, why did you hook the cow up to the reducing machine?
I wanted a milkshake.
3 weeks went by, and then came the night the spirit had promised to return.
I don't have any wishes, Mr. Spirit. Like I said before, I just want to be me.
Don't say it again, Nate.
Don't worry, Pop. You see this? I have my name changed to Arthur. So I just want to be me. Art.
And with that, the spirit pointed his finger, and poof! Nate became Art. A work of art, that is, an abstract expressionist painting in a gilded frame. Not a bad painting, actually, but that's off the subject. The tinker was crushed, but strangely enough, his prophetic words had come true. He said that someday Nate would hang, and so he did, on the living room wall.